All right, let's do this. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live vidIQ training session. My name is Liron. I didn't have to check my name. I was just muting the screen here. Just want to welcome everybody. I see a lot of people have already been hanging out here for a little while, which is pretty awesome. So if you guys are new to the stream, let me know. Drop a hashtag new onto the chat just so we can see who's new and who's old. And then I can kind of tell you about this particular stream. It is a little bit different than our normal streams, but I'm going to show you exactly what's going to go on. So just a couple of basic rules. Firstly, no spamming in the chat. Don't do the whole sub for sub thing. It's just going to destroy your channel. Please don't do that. Oh, look at this. William Graham is new. Orange is new. Hiccup Gaming is new. Wow, look at this. Iron 123 Iron. Okay, listen, I'm going to butcher your name. It's just one of those things that absolutely is going to happen. Guaranteed. Between me and Dan, I'm just not sure who butchers more name. It's probably me. Okay. So, since there are so many new people on the stream, here is what this is how the stream goes down. So, what we do is we divide the stream into two sections. Okay? So, hear me out. Here's what happens. The first session, the first bit of the stream is pre-recorded. I know, pre-recorded. Oh my goodness. Yes, the end of the world is coming. I know. But the reason I pre-record that, because it's the exact training that you need to do, exact steps that you need to take to get views, get subscribers. I'm assuming that's why you're here. You want more views and you want more subscribers. Give a thumbs up in the chat if that's why you're here, because I know that's why we do these streams. I want to help you get views and subscribers. So the reason I pre-record that first bit is because you don't want to be interrupted by me saying, hey, Eat Happy is new here. Welcome to the stream. And Shaq gives us a thumbs up because he obviously wants more views and more subscribers. You don't want that interruption as you're in that study mode. So I pre-record that step. Now, guys, it's so important to go through that because that is the exact same training. This is the exact same steps I take whenever I speak to creators with 100 subscribers or when I speak to creators with millions of subscribers, okay? Same rules apply. It's all boils down to the 3 Ds of YouTube. And I'm going to go through all this, so don't worry, you don't have to take notes yet, but trust me, you're going to want to have a pen and paper handy. This is going to come at you fast and furious. There's going to be lots and lots of information. Again, that is why that first bit is pre-recorded. So this will also be available on the replay. So in case you missed anything, you'll be able to go back and then watch it at your leisure. So you'll see it's going to come at you fast. So I pre-record that first bit. The second bit is I get back on and then you and I will do Q&A. You can ask a whole bunch of questions. I'll give you a whole bunch of answers. As long as I've got internet and as long as I've got a voice, because it's a bit weird this morning, I'm happy to keep chatting to you guys. So that is how we divide the stream today. First bit, pre-recorded, the absolute step-by-step instructions you need to take your channel to wherever it is now and get it to that next level. Get it to the level that you want it to be. That is why I do the stream. This is why it's free. This is why it's available to everyone. We just want everyone to succeed on this platform. So if you don't have vidIQ, totally cool. Hang out with us anyway. But if you want vidIQ and you want to use the unlocked full-fledged features, 30 days of absolutely everything that we have to offer, there is a pinned comment in the chat. In fact, there's a link in the description below. Click on that. Get yourself that free vidIQ for 30 days. Just our way of saying thank you for being here. You'll see there's so much value. Now, after those 30 days, you can make a decision. You can say, look, my channel's still small. I'm not getting enough data. Totally cool. Downgrade to the free version. Carry on using that. But if you are seeing data and you are seeing information, and I'm going to show you how to use that information to get your channel to those 4,000 hours of watch time, to get 1,000 subscribers, and way beyond that, cool, then it's worthwhile continuing to use the platform. So that is what we're doing here. Big congratulations to the vidIQ team. I've got to mention this. 700,000 subscribers today. Woohoo! Give it up for vidIQ. Everybody drop a thumbs up in the chat if you appreciate vidIQ for what we do. So the team do an amazing job. We're putting out content on a regular basis just to help you guys understand YouTube, understand the algorithm, understand the way that YouTube works, and you guys can then grow from that. Appreciate all those thumbs up. I'll definitely let the team know that you guys rock and you appreciate what we do for you. Remember, we've got a Discord server as well. So if you guys are looking for collaboration, thumbnail critiques, all of that good stuff, link is in the description. Come and join us at Discord. We've also got a Facebook group. We've also got a podcast. So I do a podcast every Thursday. We talk about different topics. It's a podcast, so we deep dive. It's 30 minutes, 45 minutes of really cool stuff. I pick the minds of the greatest in the industry. We talk about algorithms and how to make money on YouTube and just all that great stuff. It's available. Just go to vidIQ.com/tubetalk, or again, link is in the description below, and you can definitely subscribe. All of this is free. And speaking of free, well, because you're part of vidIQ, if you go to vidIQ.com/rewards, and again, all those links are in the description. We have a whole bunch of free tools, free sound effects. We've got audio levelers. We've got some things that are paid for, but you get a great discount because you're a vidIQ customer from these various companies, like outsourcing your editing and outsourcing your thumbnails. Just a whole bunch of very, very cool value-added stuff. Again, all of those are available in the description. So what else can we do? We just want you guys to succeed. That is why we do this stream. Okay, Brinks, hello, how you doing? Has a fortnight, hello, Phantom Boys, how you doing? Thank you for hanging out here. We're not doing answers now, Timurkakov. Right now, this is going to be the pre-recorded section. The second section is going to be the Q&A, and that's where you do questions and answers. So that's where you ask your question. That is when you answer. Timur Marakov, if you're not happy with that situation, you're more than welcome to leave. It's not a problem. The rest of us are just going to keep going. So we got a couple of minutes left on here. So remember, the way that this works is first bit is pre-recorded, okay? Please, I know someone's going to say in the chat, oh, this bit's pre-recorded. Yeah, no kidding. It really is pre-recorded. And the reason it's pre-recorded, especially for those people who are just joining us now, because it's the exact steps you need to take to get your views, get your subscribers. End of story. That is what you got to do. So the reason I pre-record that, because I don't want you to be interrupted when you're in learning mode of me calling out. Mark Tut says, okay, just start. It's my stream. I'll start when I'm ready. And again, you're more than welcome to leave as well. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. So the idea with this is exactly as somebody said, yeah, this is free advice, exactly what it is. We're doing it on our term, we're helping you guys grow. If this is just too frustrating for you, again, please, I promise you, we'll be okay. You can leave at any moment in time. We just want to make sure everybody's ready. And by the way, we wait for a 12 o'clock countdown, which is exactly what it is right now, because that is when the stream goes live. I always like to come on and say hello to people beforehand, but apparently that's too frustrating for some people. Anyway, all right, let's do this. So, okay, everybody, good mood. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this thing going. So, first step, pre-recorded, A to Z or A to Z, depending where part of the world you're from, of how to get views and how to get subscribers, how to go viral, how to understand trends, the 3 Ds of YouTube. I'm going to explain it all to you. Then I'm going to get back on. We're going to go live. You and I will have a chat, questions and answers, and we're ready to go. MC Happy Panda, I appreciate you saying that. And I think on that note, I'm ready to rock and roll. So I don't know why I do this, but let's do this anyway. I do this every week. Let's do the pointless countdown. Ready? In 5, 4, 3. Never mind.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome and thank you for joining us for another vidIQ training session. My name is Liron. I am the Director of Customer Success here at vidIQ, which means that every day I work with creators big and small, helping them level up their channels, get more subscribers, more views in less time. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with you today. Now, today is not about theory. It's not about making good thumbnails, because we know all of that. And if you missed out on any of that information on the vidIQ channel, which you've just subscribed to, if you haven't already, we have so much value, so many videos about those particular topics. You can go and consume them at your own time. But today it's not about that. Today it's about the practical steps. You know, the thing at vidIQ is a lot of us have our own channels. We're all creators, and therefore we understand the frustrations that you go through as a creator. We've all been there. We all know the frustration of filming a video, spending time editing it, uploading it, and then nothing happens, or a handful of views. Ridiculously frustrating and almost like demoralizing. Do I really want to do this YouTube thing? So that is what today's training is all about, the practical steps. Now, if you don't have vidIQ, that's perfectly fine. You can still hang out with us, no problem. If you are here as a way of saying thank you, in the description below, there's a link to the vidIQ tools. Go and download them, and then for the next 30 days, it will just unlock all the beautiful goodness that's in your channel. And believe it or not, there is goodness, and I'm going to show you how to tap into that. And that's what these tools are about. They're about unlocking that frustration, unlocking the goodness that you have, unlocking the way forward. How do you build your channel? How do you grow? How do you get your audience? And this is what I'm going to show you today. So YouTube is made up of 3 Ds, and when you can unlock all 3 of those, that is when magic happens. That is when your channel really blows up. It happened to me. I can tell you from first-hand experience on my channel. So this is critical stuff, and that's why I want to share this with you. Very excited to do this. So the first D is all about discovery. If YouTube doesn't know about your latest creation, it could be absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. Well, it's not going to discover it. And therefore, people are not going to know about it. Therefore, people are not going to find it. And therefore, it's going to remain with very, very little views. And again, we're going to go deep into all of this. So the first D is about discovery. The second D is about delivery. Are you as a content creator delivering value to your audience? YouTube looks at that. So what I mean by that is, are you using clickbait to get people just to click and then they don't like it and they leave? Are people loving your content so they're watching so much more of this and they're commenting and giving you those thumbs up? That's important, and that's the second D. It's about delivering. And then finally, the third D is about distribution. When you get those first 2 right, YouTube looks at those signals and says, okay, got a video here, it's being loved by its own audience, let me go and distribute this to a bigger audience. Let me go find a new audience for this video. Oh, and when that happens, that is when you get those fresh new eyes on those videos, and that is when your subscribers grow, and that is when your views grow. Okay, so where do all good YouTube videos begin? They begin in the kitchen. Of course, that's where all good YouTube videos begin, right? If I tell you right now, stop what you're doing, go to your kitchen, go to open up some random cupboards, take up some random ingredients, mix them all together, and then stick it in your oven, what are the odds that a beautiful pizza is going to come out of that? Probably not much, right? But if I tell you, hold on, don't grab random ingredients, I need you to grab the following. There's some tomato sauce, there is some flour, there is some eggs, there is cheese, there is olives, there is whatever. And I give you the steps, and I tell you these are the steps to get the dough going, and then you get the sauce, and then you get the cheese on top, and then stick it in the oven for this temperature, for this long. Then what are the odds of a beautiful pizza coming out? Beautiful and amazing. The way we all approach our videos is the first bit. We take our camera, we run out, we shoot hours and hours of video, we come home, we drop it onto our computers, we edit it, we copy and move scenes around, we add B-roll, it looks amazing, we slap a title, slap a thumbnail, upload it, and then hope that something comes out of that. Hope that a beautiful pizza comes out of that and people love it. That's not going to work, is it? But that's why I want to focus today on the exact steps that you need to take to follow the recipe. Follow the YouTube recipe. Like we did with our pizza, I want to give you the exact those steps that you need to do for your next video. Okay, so it's going to get good. There's lots of information. It's going to come at you fast and furious. Again, if you don't have vidIQ, it's in the description below. Grab it before we get going. This will be available on the replay. So in case you missed anything, or I speak too fast, or you need more information, no problem. Don't worry, after the session is done, you can come back to this. Okay, so now that we have pizza in mind, and a lot of us are going to get hungry round about now, well, that's good motivation to go through this training with me. So you ready for this? Let's start off with making a video pizza. We're going to make a video about pizza. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my search bar. This is where I start. I start by putting in my word or my phrase, and the first thing I want to understand is the landscape. Now remember, we're using pizza here. Of course, this will work for absolutely anything else. I just want to show you an example we all understand because, well, you get this basically around the world. So let's have a look at this. So pizza is my key phrase. I'm going to make a video about pizza. I'm not really sure what yet, but I know that that's what I want to focus on. So vidIQ reveals a whole bunch of information. Highest view video, 28 million. Okay, that looks good. Top creator is a channel called Tasty. Okay, interesting. But look at this, volume. The volume here is 82. It's in the green. What does that mean? It means there's lots of people who are actually searching for our particular key phrase, our pizza key phrase. Do you go out and make a video immediately? No, because you got to look at competition. And you can see the competition is very high. What does that mean? Lots of people are searching for pizza related content, but there's also lots of channels, lots of videos delivering. So therefore, it's going to be very, very difficult to make a video just about pizza. So do we just give up? No. Here is where this tip comes into play. Now, this is important. This actually will change your research. We're going to do this. We're going to go out here to our search bar, and what we're going to do is the alphabet walkthrough. So pizza space A, B, C, D. What is it showing you? It's showing me autocomplete. In other words, so many people have searched for the word pizza and dough recipe that YouTube makes it a little bit easier for the next person to start typing pizza space D. We assume they're going to go for this dough recipe. Oh, look, there it is. Dough without yeast. Pizza dough recipe without yeast. How does this help us? How does this help us as content creators? Well, this is a good indication of what people are searching for. If people are searching for pizza dough recipe without yeast, that gives us a beautiful direction for our video. We're going to make a video about pizza dough, and we're going to use the word dough, recipe, and yeast, because those seem to be the popular words. And remember, we're only on the D. E, F, G. Look how many titles come up here that you can actually use for your video. This is where you start really understanding YouTube search. So remember, YouTube is a search engine. What do you do in search engines? You ask questions. So don't forget, don't just do the A, B, C, D walkthrough. Go to the beginning of the phrase and then type in the what. What pizza looks like around the world? What's pizza to your body? What pizza is the best? What? Where? When? Why? How? Okay. And all of a sudden, look at this. How Pizza Hut makes pizza. How pizza rolls are made. How pizza is made in Domino's. What does this show you? It's telling you what people are currently searching for. Go and make your videos based on these. That's how you get those initial eyeballs, those initial reactions, because you're answering somebody's question. Autocomplete is a beautiful way to understand the YouTube algorithm and what people are currently searching for. If you can marry up a video title to a query, that is where you win. Remember, we're still in research mode, okay? So let's have a look at this video. This video, it says, the best homemade pizza you'll ever eat. Views, 19 million views on this. So by most indication, 19 million views is a good views for your video. I mean, we all would love 19 million views on our videos. But does that mean that this channel is winning? In other words, is this a good video for this channel? Because remember, this channel has got 18 million subscribers. So is 19 million views like a regular video for them? Or is it a real video for them? Well, let's find out. So 19 million views. Here is what the problem with views is. Views doesn't take time into account. In other words, this video was launched in 2018. Did it get all of its views right at the beginning, or did it take years to get to these numbers? Did it take a day, a month, a week, a year, 3 years? How many years did it take to get to this 19 million? Why is that important? Because it tells me about relevancy. Is this video relevant today? So, for example, the iPhone 1 or the Samsung Note 1 phone that came out. I'm a tech geek, so I'm going to use technology examples. But let's just say that video came out of the iPhone 1. When it came out, millions of views on those videos. But is it still relevant today? That's the question. How many people are still searching today? If all you saw was that this video has got 19 million views and you went ahead and made a video all around this topic, well, you're going to be missing the boat here because this might not be relevant today. So what do? We'll show you something called VPH, views per hour. And essentially what views per hour is, it's telling me right now how many people are watching this video. So as you can clearly see, there is still lots and lots and lots of interest in this particular video, in this particular title. And in fact, if you look at historical trends, you can see it was doing okay, and all of a sudden, boom, a big surge. It's obviously the times that we're in, people are interested in making homemade pizza, and therefore this video is getting all that beautiful momentum. So remember, evergreen content. This is another example of something that was live in 2018. And look, it just was okay, and now just picked up traction. So very important to remember the evergreen content. So when you launch a video, don't panic straight away if it doesn't get those beautiful views. You just never know when your time will come. This is 2 years later, and look at those numbers. Beautiful, just popping. So again, a total number of views doesn't indicate if it's a good video today. So we show you views per hour. Very, very important. The next thing we look at is, did they use any Reddit? So there's a couple of Reddit instructions, a little bit of Facebook going on here. But look at this. This is beautiful. This tells me that, remember I asked you earlier, 19 million views on a channel with 18 million subscribers. Is this okay or not? Is this a great video, a bad video? Well, we'll tell you that. The compare views in the first 28 days tools is exactly the tool that you need. Because if you have a look at this, you say, this video, I want to compare it to this channel's average. This channel's average is a little pink at the bottom. This video is the one in blue. After 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, so now we can see. After 7 days, this channel typically gets 122,000 to 194,000 views on a video. But this video got a 2.6 million views in the first 7 days. What does this tell me? It's telling me this is an outlier video. This is an exceptional video. And therefore, I am absolutely going to research this video, the title, the thumbnail, the description, the tags that they used. Look what it's ranking for. I want to understand all of this so that I can make my video as close to this as possible. If YouTube is currently suggesting this video and it's an outlier video for this channel, well, I want to be able to get in on that. Now, this video tells you more. This tool tells you more. Not just this channel's average. You can actually look at your channel's average. So this video compared to your own channel's average. This video compared to the last video you watched. Any video, any playlist, any channel, and then the competitor's average. And I'll show you that shortly as well. So very, 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 very powerful tool. It tells you exactly what you need to know. This is a good video. Lots of views per hour. Trending topic. Still relevant today. I am absolutely going to investigate this if I was making a pizza video. Remember, we're still in research mode. We're still in the first D, that first D of being discovered. So we may have some title ideas. What about thumbnails? What should we be going after? Well, in research mode, we still want to be discovered. We go to the vidIQ tools on the left-hand side, and there's something called competitors. Click on that, and this essentially loads up all the people who are doing similar stuff to you in your industry. This, for us, this is the people that we work with, people that we attend events with, other YouTube teachers here, and we want to understand what's going on. Now, why is it important? Because YouTube knows that we don't watch one video about one item and then go make a buying decision. We watch multiple videos about the same item. Therefore, what we want to understand is what's going on in the industry. What are our competitors doing? Remember, this is sorted by views per hour. So I can see which topic is getting more attention. I want to see what their thumbnails are like. Are they still good, lots of text, still faces? What's their titles? Are they long titles? Are they short titles? All this gives me good indication. Am I still on the right track? Now remember, in your industry, it's going to be different people. You have to load up yourselves, the people that you look up to, people you want to work with. And when you see it, you start getting a good picture and a good idea. Now I'll tell you what else it does. YouTube is all about trends. YouTube knows that when a trend comes out, it becomes a hot topic, people are talking about it, people are researching it, and therefore it's going to serve more and more content. So imagine in this industry, if we saw that everybody's talking about a specific topic, a specific YouTube tool, maybe something new has come out, and our competitors have started talking about that, well, of course, we're going to understand that and we want to get in on that action as well. In your industry is going to be exactly the same. Maybe everybody is starting to talk about the upcoming big vacation or the upcoming big holiday in your country. Maybe it's Mother's Day, whatever it may be. If people are starting to talk about it, it means the industry is starting to talk about that particular holiday. In other words, search results are coming in. In other words, you can start jumping on this. So it's a good way to keep an eye on your competitors, keep an eye on what they're doing, what are they saying, what do they look like, and is there anything that you need to change? Don't go and copy them, because obviously that's not a good strategy, but go and understand what's going on. Know your competitive landscape. Very, very important. So that is competitors. Go and load up a whole bunch, and the value here is insane, especially when it comes to trend. Because trend is where it's at, the next tool I'm going to show you is called the Trend Alerts. Now, Trend Alerts, this is very important. Trend Alerts changes your channel. Here is why. You give it an alert name, and then you say, here's my keyword. So basically what I'm saying to vidIQ is anytime somebody makes a video with this keyword in from any of these competitors or from the whole of YouTube, when that video gets more than, let's just say, 1,000 views per hour, remember, per hour, not in total. When that video gets more than 1,000 views per hour, each week, send me a report that looks like this. Now, why is this important and how does this change channels? Well, what will end up happening is you'll see that a certain style of video has gone from 1,000 views per hour to 5,000 views per hour to 10,000 views per hour. Okay, something is happening. Something's happening over there. I need to understand that. Because it's going to be your keyword, so it's going to be related to your industry. You know what those big keywords are. And as soon as you see them, you know that you want to jump in on that action and get in on the trend really, really, really early on. So many channels have changed completely because they realized that a certain keyword has become hot, is just starting to roll. They've seen channels go from 500 views per hour on a video to 1,000 views per hour on a video to 5,000 views per hour on a video. Well, it means there's a big hunger for that keyword. Could I make a video with that keyword? Could I make on that topic? And if you can jump in on those trends really, really, really early on. Remember, we're still in the D for discovery. We've done our research. We've done the what, where, when, how. We've done the alphabet walkthrough with our keywords. We have seen which are cool videos. We've marked them so we know to go back to them and research them. We've seen what our competitors are doing, our trend alert sets. The next thing is most viewed. And essentially what most viewed is everything that's going on that's happening on YouTube right now. Now, before you tell me, yes, there is the trending page, very well aware of it, but this is different. Do you know why? Because this sorts out the hot videos on YouTube sorted by views per hour. This video is getting 300,000 views per hour. This video is 146,000 views per hour. So why is this important? Well, first of all, you're in the YouTube game. You need to know what's working on YouTube as a whole, even when it's out of your niche. And here you can see that certain topics are working really, really well. What's the thumbnail like? How clean is it? How much text is there? What is their titles? Is it long? Is it short? All these questions you need to be asking all the time so you can understand how clean these are. Look at this, just something I can pick up immediately. There's no text. Look at that, very little text, if any. Big bright colors, and these are kids content, and they're still doing well on YouTube. Again, even this, Chadwell Clay, great channel, no text. Marquez Brownlee to do with technology. The only text here is the $3.99 the price. You're learning all the time from what's going on. Now you can take it a step further. What you can say is, look, love this guy, but he's got a channel with, millions and millions of subscribers. It's nowhere near where I am. No problem. You go down here to channel subs, and you can change it. You can say, show me only channels that are in the bronze, 10 to 100,000 subs, or 100,000 to 1,000,000 subs, something closer to your world, so that you can learn what's working in that industry, in that subscriber range, and make videos accordingly. You can also do research here with search terms, the various categories, the various countries, and all of this helps you with being discovered. And that's the most important thing. doing that research before you touch that camera, before you rush out and spend hours of your life making a video that is not going to get those views. Spend the time rather doing this here. Okay, so we've seen the videos. We've looked at our competitors. We have done our research. We've looked at what's trending. We've looked at what's working on the whole of YouTube. We looked at it in our research mode. We're now armed. We go and create our video. Okay, now that we've got our video, what do we do next? Okay, so you've done your video, you've uploaded it, and now it's time to feed it all that beautiful, juicy information in your titles, your descriptions, your tags, and your thumbnail. So let's look at these tools. The most important thing for me when it comes to YouTube is the thumbnail and the title in combination. Not in isolation, but together. Why? Well, here's what happens. When somebody's doing a search on YouTube, they perhaps will scroll down and your thumbnail has one mission: to get them to stop and go, "Oh, what's that?" And then they glance over and they look at your title. And together, they're either going to decide to click or not to click. A great thumbnail with a rubbish title is not enticing enough, and vice versa. An amazing title, but with a thumbnail that doesn't get somebody's attention, also not good enough. They're not going to stop and click, but it's got to work together. So this is one of the greatest tools. I love this completely. It's called Preview in Search Results. This is brand new, and this will be a game changer as well. So what do? We want to understand how will my video look like when other people are doing a search. So let's just say the question is how to get 1,000 subscribers. So let's write that in. How to get 1,000 subscribers. And I'm going to say preview and search. Now look what's going to happen. We're going to come up here. This is the video. And this shows me the videos, other videos in this industry. Now we're very lucky because our next video is actually a vidIQ video. So I am asking myself the question, will this thumbnail get people to stop and click compared to the other videos around it? That is beautiful. Also, I get to see everybody else's titles. I can make changes right here. And not only can I make changes to the title, I can click on preview changes and it will actually change it right here as well. So now I can constantly am optimizing my video to be discovered. So remember I said it's your thumbnail and your title in combination, because that's going to get someone to stop what they're doing like this and go, "Oh, what's this? That is colorful. That's got text, got information. I want to click on that." Now remember, it shows it to me on the search screen, but we all know that home screen is pretty big on YouTube too. That's where a lot of people are finding their information. So now it shows me, look what my icon looks like, my graphics look like on the home screen. Look how it just stands out. All the colors. And that's why people click on this video. And again, I can see this on desktop, I can see this in tablet mode, and I can see it on mobile as well. I want to make sure I'm continuously optimizing my search results, because this is where you win. It's about understanding what your thumbnail and your title look like together compared to the people above you and the people below you. Because as soon as you can get someone's attention with an amazing thumbnail and a great title, this is where you win the click. I love this preview results. Go ahead and use them continuously. You can search for any phrases. We can optimize it here. How to get 100 subs. Let's just say that's get the results there. Okay, now you can see we're very similar to this. So if I was going after the first 100 subs, I will perhaps not use the same thumbnail because it's too similar to this. I would use, another vidIQ one. See how different that is? And that's what you want. How to stop somebody's attention to be able to go, wow, what is this? Click. Now, remember that YouTube knows what your video is about. It's got enough AI systems to understand the content. It's automatically captioning your videos. So it's got all this data. So title and descriptions and your tags simply augment what YouTube already knows. It makes sure that it allocated it correctly. So we always want to write for humans. Don't try keyword stuff this with lots of keywords just to try and get YouTube algorithm to jump around. That used to work back in the day. It does not work anymore because YouTube's smarter than that. So write for people. Write in a way that somebody will want to click. Your description. Put some effort into your description. So give a great opening line, because that's the preview line that people will see. And then now timestamps. Make sure you spend time putting in timestamps. YouTube is experimenting with new features. There's things like chapters. We're going to see more and more of this come into play, especially as we go towards voice. So make sure that you put in timestamps into your videos, helping YouTube help you. So when someone on Google does a quick search of how to double down on quality or quantity, well, maybe this is a good enough phrase that YouTube will recommend this video. So you need to spend time and effort in here. So which keywords do you use? Well, this is where tags come in. So whilst tags aren't as important as they used to be, you absolutely still need to be using tags. So you start typing here Mother's Day, and here you can already see a whole bunch of Mother's Day related tags that pop in here. So let's select this one, but watch this. Okay, click into here. Now we've got a whole wealth of information. Now what we can see here is Mother's Day gift ideas, but look at this. We also show you the related keywords. We show you the most used keywords, the search volume, the competition, the overall score, and all of these are basically searchable and indexable so that you can go through and say, well, which tags do I want to use? Mother's Day gift looks like a good one, and simply click on the plus button and we'll add that tag. All of this information simply helps your video to get better classification. And even though tags by themselves don't matter, when you feed the beast, it helps you with your video. So many people are just ignoring tags altogether, and that is a big, big mistake. It's all about building those relationships between your videos and other videos, other search results, and tags help you do that. Okay, so use your tags. Now, the big thing here is, when do you make your video public? When do you launch your video? So YouTube looks at various factors. And when it knows about your video, it knows the content, it knows what your title is, it knows what your thumbnail's like. What it doesn't know, if it's a good or a bad video, it has no idea. So it looks for signals. And one of those signals is, do people watch when you make it public? So the best way to do that is to launch your video during a time where people are actually online. So this tool tells you that. Best time to publish, broken down by day. And it knows that if I'm going to launch a video on a Wednesday, my audience happens to be online between these times. So I should probably launch my video just before that, so to get all that upwards traffic as people are joining. This is an important signal. If you make your video available and people are watching it instantly, YouTube says, oh, there must be value here because people are watching, and they're watching for more than 50%. So I want to be able to translate that into maybe trying with another audience. And that's where distribution starts to happen, because YouTube is getting all these glorious signals to say that this is a good quality video. And that is how you unlock distribution. So launch your video when your public is online. And a good ninja tip here is, try not to launch whenever you can schedule a video. What I mean by that is, you can schedule a video to launch on the hour, or every half an hour, or even every 15 minutes. Or so 9, 9:15, 9:30, for example. But if you launch your video at 9:48, it's such a weird time that no other companies schedule their videos to launch at that, because you can't. So now you have an opportunity to stand out amongst those notifications. Less notifications, more odds. The odds are much better that your subscriber actually gets the notifications. So just a little bonus tip there. As we scroll further down, a lot of vidIQ SEO scores that are right here. We've even got the checklist. Let me make sure that I've done everything. Have I got a card? Have I got an end screen? We don't enable monetization, so I'm obviously going to see the X. Have I shared it on Twitter, made it public, etc.? So we're just keeping you on track, a nice little running track to make sure that you're ticking all the right boxes and ticking all the right marks here. Okay, so we've done our research. We're going to get discovered. We've done the first D. The second D is that we have now launched our video. We've launched it at the right time. And now we hope it's up to YouTube to distribute that video as much as possible. We're obviously going to help it along with social media and our own efforts to get the video seen, but we're hoping the YouTube algorithm kicks in. Well, YouTube rewards people that deliver. So it's quality over quantity. How do we know if you're delivering? Well, this is where this tool comes in. It's called the Channel Audit tool. Now, this is the tool I was missing when I was building up my YouTube channel, because I needed something that I can push a button that will tell me what's working and what isn't working. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend 10 hours of my day trying to decipher little numbers and exporting reports from YouTube Analytics to try to work out what's working and what isn't. I want to push a button, and this is what this does. The Channel Audit does exactly that. It says, okay, over the last 30 days, is my channel growing or shrinking? So I can see views, subscribers, watch time. If it's going up, great. If it's going down, why? Did maybe I have a viral video last month and I don't have one this month? Okay, so I understand. So it gives me that information. The next thing I want to look at is content to double down on. And essentially what that means, this is content that you need to make more of. People love this content. It's broken down into views per hour. Which videos are giving me views per hour? How many views per hour does each one of these videos give me? What's the engagement rate? What's the views? Subscribers gained. How many subscribers per 1,000 views? So it gives me an idea of what's bringing in my subscribers to my channel. And now I know that if people are loving this content, make more of this content. Simple as that. And down here, total watch time, average watch time, top retention. These are the stuff that YouTube loves, and YouTube rewards you for it. So if you can mix these together, find the trend on your channel and see what works and make more of that, you'll very quickly discover these certain elements that your channel, that people love, and these certain channel stuff that they don't love. So for example, in how to make the best pizza recipes, maybe you're going to make 5 different pizza recipes, and every time you use the word pepperoni, it doesn't rank up here. Because you know what? People didn't love that. Where do you see it? In the content that could use work. This is the stuff that didn't really work too well. Well, why not? Lowest average watch time, lowest retention, lowest like ratio, lowest views, videos losing subs. What does that mean? Well, people didn't really engage with our content. Why not? Do we just not make it? No, we go and we understand why these things not work. What's going on here? Could we do something better to improve it? So things are always going to be up here. So pepperoni lands up down here. Don't make pepperoni recipes. Only make the stuff that works up here. Now another section in the middle is called the top search terms. What are people searching to get to your channel, to get the information? What are the click rates for your end screen? The card click rates. What does all this tells you? Well, these are the search terms. So if I make more videos with these search terms, guess what? More views, more subscribers. End screens. You can see how when I'm referring to certain elements in my end screens, they're working better than other end screens. The call to subscribe on our end screen isn't really working. We're not getting much out of this. But best for viewer seems to be doing a lot better. Channel seems to be doing a lot better. On your cards, polls, look at this. 71% of people are engaging in polls. We're going to make more polls. Playlist is doing okay, not so bad, but not as good as polls. So we're going to use more polls in our videos. So you see how all this information really helps you understand the second D. Are you delivering? Because when you deliver, that is when distribution happens. And remember, this is for 30 days. We can even drop it down to 60 and 90 days. I always look at this on my personal channel between 30 days, and then I look at it at 90 days. I want to smooth out any highs, smooth out any lows, and just get an idea of what's actually working. So I look at my content to double down on, look for those trends, what are the search terms, and what didn't work so well. Down here, well, I see a little bit of information. I'm using a lot of characters, but look down here, items to improve upon. Here it says to me, okay, there's videos without cards. 12 videos don't have an end screen, and 6 videos are not added to a playlist. I can go into each one of these and instantly fix it straight from here. So it always keeps a good housekeeping in check. Channel Audit tool is it's almost your savior. It's the best thing that you need for your channel because it's the unemotional version that tells you what's working and what isn't working. So now we have done the first D. We have been discovered. We have done the second D. We are delivering. We're spending lots and lots of time in our channel audit tool to understand what's working and what isn't working. And we're constantly giving our audience the stuff that's working. They're loving it. They're giving us subscribers and they're giving us views. That is what it's all about. And when you do that well enough, once you spend a lot of time doing this, you're going to go into your achievements and you're going to start unlocking achievements. We've unlocked a 500,000 subscriber achievement. And don't worry, this is customized for your channel. So if you haven't hit a certain achievement, don't think you have to wait till 500,000. But now, why this is important? Because when you unlock an achievement, it generates a certificate. And this certificate is a great way to help build your audience. Here is why. When you have an achievement and you share it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, wherever you share it, people are going to say, wow, I'm part of this journey. Your audience is part of that journey. They love being part of people's journeys. They retweet, they like, they give you a shout out for being successful. Well done. And that grows your community because other people see this and go, oh, I didn't know about this vidIQ channel. Let me go check it out. There must be lots of value. This is social proof that everything works and has come together beautifully for you. So spend some time in your achievement. Understand what you're breaking into. Share those certificates. Be excited about it. And then look at your top performing months. What are your targets? Use that as a bit of a motivational thing. Can I reach my goals? How many more days am I away from reaching my next milestones? We take care of all that for you so that you are proud to share your successes. And when you do, make sure you tag vidIQ on your social media, so we're happy to retweet, we're happy to celebrate in your success and your milestones. Okay, I guess we're back. So you can see why I pre-record that section. There's a lot of information that comes at you fast and furious. We know that a lot of you are going to come back to this video later on and you can pause in certain areas, you can rewind, you can fast forward, you can really dive into the areas you want help with. I've showed you how to go viral. I've showed you how to understand trends, see what your competitors are doing, how to get into suggested, how to get those views. All of that is available in this training. Now, what I would absolutely strongly suggest is take your notes and then later on go back to those sections and go through them again and again. We have seen people come to the stream week after week after week, and every time they find something new, and every time they make one more change and one more change, and that is how you can get to that next level. Tenebra Gaming, thank you for hanging out here. Cal196, I saw Daniel is here as well. So you guys have been answering your question. We obviously love our mods. The guys are amazing. They really know their stuff. So we always appreciate you guys doing that. As Tenebra Gaming says, if you have a question, you got to start with @vidIQ and then hit me up with your questions. I'm going to pick that up and then see if I can answer it and then move to the next question. So if you've got any question, let's get those coming. Adan Mazo, oh, how can I beat the algorithm? How can I beat the algorithm? Where can I find every little trick? You cannot beat the algorithm. It's a simple no, hard no. You can play within the algorithm's rules. So exactly what I was doing today, I was showing you the 3 Ds of YouTube. That is exactly how you play within the rules and therefore get the algorithm to love you. How can you beat the algorithm rules? Not going to happen. Zane1287 Gaming says, how do I grow a gaming channel? Okay, what makes you you? Why would someone come to your channel versus everybody else's channel? Are you doing one game? Or are you doing lots of games? You got to answer those questions because there's lots of competition in every industry. So this applies to everyone, not just a gaming channel. The biggest thing is, why would somebody come back to your channel? What do you offer? If you're going to be a copy of Preston Plays, or you're going to be a copy of Peter McKinnon or Casey Neistat, well, then I might as well just go watch Casey's videos. Why would I want to watch you? That is the biggest thing. Understand what you're bringing to the party, what you're bringing to your channel. That's how you grow any channel. The biggest thing with gaming is that gamers get on, maybe they're not on camera, maybe it's just a voiceover, maybe it's just a let's play. Well, there's a million of those. What makes people come back to your channel? That's the biggest question you have to ask yourself. Right, aim small, frag high. Love that. Will not having a profile picture affect YouTube algorithm about me being discovered? No, not having a profile picture has got nothing to do with YouTube algorithm, but it does have to do with people. People watch videos, not algorithms watch videos. If I don't see who you are, or at the very least recognize your avatar, that it's in your profile, well, when your videos come up, I'm not going to automatically know to go to, because I love your channel, I'm not automatically going to click on those videos because I just don't know who you are. None of us woke up this morning saying, wow, I wonder what my toothpaste company is up to, right? But when it comes to YouTube, we do wonder what our favorite creators are up to. I always encourage going and putting your profile picture in there if you're not a brand. And therefore, when your videos come up in search, people know, oh, I know this person. I've watched them before. Let me click on that video. Okay. Let's do some more questions. So, Joey says, okay, hold on. Joey, I'm going to get you a question. Joey, where'd you go? Joey? Why did your question disappear? See, this is... Sometimes you got to love the way... Okay, Joey, please ask your question again because it's just absolutely gone. Joey, I'm going to find you, Joey. I'm looking. Right. All right. Joey, please ask your question again so I can actually try to track you down, or if any of the mods have seen Joey's question. Joey, I found you. I am missing engagement rates on my channel audit section. Do I need a high vidIQ subscription to see it? I'm not so sure what that means, but if it's something to do with the tools, the easiest way to get support is just hit up support@vidIQ.com or go to vidIQ.com, hit up the chat, and then they'll be able to instantly sort that out. So I'm not sure about that. Mikey Knowledge says, vidIQ, how to make tags properly. Well, you shouldn't be focusing on tags. What you should be focusing on is your thumbnail and your title. Those are the most important things. Then spend some time in your description and only then focus on your tags. I spent 70% of my time with the thumbnails and my title, 20% of my times in my description, and 10% of my times in tags. Tags are just not as important as they used to be. Okay, let's move on to another question. So you see how this works? I answer as many as I can until my voice goes or until my coffee dries out. Well, whichever comes first. Okay, Zane1287, how can I get monetization early? You can't. You've got to read YouTube subscriptions or not subscription. You've got their requirements. And if it's 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, that's just what it is. Make quality content that people want to watch, and that's how you get to those numbers. Okay, ABP, how is vidIQ score determined on videos? We look at keywords, we look at performance, we look at a whole bunch of factors. But again, the biggest thing you should be focusing on is your research. Not how the video is, obviously how the video is performing will be in your channel audits, but your biggest success on YouTube comes from your research. Before you touch your camera, before you pick that up, you need to already have 3 or 4 titles written out, because that's going to determine your video, that's going to determine the style, that's going to determine the thumbnails, and then you start making your video. The mistake that people do is they make their video first and go, oh, what should my title be? And then you realize that nobody cares about those key phrases, and then you wonder why you're not getting views. If you missed that section, it's right at the beginning of this training. Go and check that out. Really, really important. Okay, let me refresh and give some more questions. Right, if somebody says how to get more subscribers and how to get more views, I'm going to tell you to simply watch this training. Don't waste your questions. Be specific. Okie dokie. Right. Martat says, what's the best CPM? What are the best CPM countries? It's usually the US. Canada is pretty good. Australia is pretty good. Those are, we've seen to be the highest. But again, I will say this with a disclaimer. It does depend on your niche. It does depend on your topics. It does depend on time of year. So it's not really something, frankly, that's very much in your control anyway, because YouTube is going to distribute those CPMs based on their advertising inventory. So it's the end of the year. People have got budget to spend. Maybe they're going to pay more for certain keywords in certain countries, where it all becomes very different in January, where people have just finished advertising for the holidays and now they're waiting to start the year. So, you know, a bit of an up and down situation here. Okay, Tenembra Gaming, thank you for reading out the rights act right there. Okay. Right, TMMR Kov says, I ask why not vidIQ support Arabic videos. We're happy to see support. Great suggestion. If you send an email to support@vidIQ.com, we'll definitely add it on. I know we are definitely localizing more languages, so please add your name, and then we'll see how that ranks against every other country that we're trying to get support for. But yeah, absolutely, it's something that we're absolutely looking at. Actual Dem says, what are the best sites to share your videos, especially if they are YouTube shorts or live streams? The best sites are social media sites where your users are. Here's what I mean. Okay, by the way, guys, this applies to everybody. You need to know when you're making a video who you're making it for. Who is the avatar? Who is the ideal viewer for this particular video? If you know that, then you know where they're hanging out. Are they on TikTok? Are they on Instagram? Are they on LinkedIn? Perhaps it's a business that happens to be on LinkedIn. Perhaps it's on Twitter. Maybe it's Facebook. You need to know where your avatar, where your watchers are actually hanging out online so that you can share your stuff where they are. And for whatever you do, do not go copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and drop your links everywhere. A, you'll get banned, and B, you're really not adding any value, and all you're coming across is a spammer, in which case nobody likes that. So add value to conversations, get involved in conversations, retweet, DM, reply, favorite, like, heart, whatever the terminology is on every platform, so that people understand that you're adding value to that conversation. Add your 5 cents worth. What people naturally do when they see you time and time again, they go, who's this? Click on your name, and off they go and they see your profile, and that's where your YouTube is. And then they can decide if they want to subscribe or not. Just going to Reddit and spamming your links will certainly get you banned instantly. So why do that? Okay. Right. DCU Studio says, I am getting subscribers, but views are still low. What can I do? Yeah, we all get that situation. We get subscribers that come in and then they're not really watching some of our other videos. It really depends on your channel. So, like, maybe I can speak from personal experience. I have a technology channel. On my tech channel, I maybe will do a how to get faster Wi-Fi video, and I get lots of views. I then do a cell phone reviews, and I get less views because people are less interested in that cell phone reviews. They're more interested in the Wi-Fi stuff. I'll then do another, something to do with security. Maybe that gets okay number of views. So people are subscribing to your channel because they like your content, but they're not going to love everything you put out there. A good thing to do is to look at your videos as a whole, as your channel as a whole. Look at it over 90 days and see which types of videos are always performing. Those videos that are always performing is what your audience likes. Make more of those. Okay. Let's go. DC Studio, thank you. No problem at all. That's why we're here. Right. Eugene TV says, does random content creative or not? I'm not sure what that means. Does random content, should you do random content or not? Well, if that's what you're asking, well, the ideal thing to be is niche on YouTube. You got to be known as the channel to go to. So when I'm thinking of amazing vlogs, Casey Neistat comes up. When I think of amazing Photoshop tutorials, I know who to go to. When I think of amazing people that can give me legal advice, I know who to go to. So when you become one channel that does one thing really well, people know to come to you time and time and time again. When you're the channel that does a little bit of everything, well, I'm just not going to think of you when it's time to decide where I'm going to find this content. So ideally, become as niche as possible, be specific, and that's how you win. As a good example, we work with a channel that does lawn care. All they do is they care for people's grass. Lawn outside your house, that's all they do. Nothing else. They don't do trees. They don't do decorations. They don't do design. They just care for your lawn. If I have a question, I just got to go to that channel. So it's very specific. Now you're thinking, hold on, who wants to have a channel like that? Well, this person is really successful. They have got an amazing number of brand deals lined up because guess who wants to sell lawn care products? Lots of companies. So if you've got such a great audience that just cares about lawn care products, ta-da! So you can be super specific in everything and still be successful. Okay. Hey, Darren. Darren's general info. So vidIQ, what use is it to me to post videos when my audience is online? Even if they aren't online, they see my videos the next day and get notification. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're going to get your notification. They're going to watch your videos anyway. The reason we like to post when my audience is online is because if they're already on YouTube and they're already watching somebody else's video, if my notification comes up, odds are pretty good that they're going to remember, oh, what's this about? Click. But why would they click? They're going to click because I've got a good thumbnail and a good title. That's why we emphasize that being super specific. So because they're online, it's a lot easier to get them to click. Yes, you can, of course, they'll see the notification the next day if notifications happens to be working. But they'll see that notification and then they'll click if they want to. But it's always easier to get them when they're already on that platform and not busy with something else. Okay. Mr. Tats, can I succeed with just short videos? Not YouTube shorts, but normal short videos. Absolutely. Videos do not have to be 14, 15 minutes in length. I don't know why that myth is still going around. All my videos are 5-minute, 6-minute videos, doing perfectly fine. Yes, the longer your videos are, of course, you can put more ads in and all that good stuff, but it all boils down to your retention. If you put a 5-minute video and people are watching to 50%, great, you got a good, engaged audience. Keep doing that. Maybe you want to push it out to 6 minutes. Maybe you want to push out to 7 minutes. As long as you keep getting 50% retention, those are great signals to YouTube to say, hey, this is good quality content. Let me distribute this to other people. There is no rule saying that in order to be successful, you may only post videos that are 14 minutes in length or something ridiculous. Look at someone like David Dobrik, right? A good example. Every single one of his videos is 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Without fail. Go look at his channel, David Dobrik, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. He's super successful. So, yeah, absolutely. Okay, let me refresh. I apologize if I missed your questions during the refresh. Of course, you can ask them again. Just don't go copy-paste questions. They get really irritating. Right, let me... Oh, why is this not refreshing? Okay, there we go. Right. The Gaming Ramo? Sorry. I run a gaming channel and makes content for a variety of different games. But one of the games went viral. Should I continue making more of that specific game? If it went viral and people are loving that content on your channel and people are actively searching for that content, absolutely. Now is a great time to double down and make more of that game. People are obviously actively looking for it. So if you were doing Fall Guys and then Fall Guys became super popular and you're making more Fall Guys videos, what a win. If you're doing Amongst Us and then that becomes super popular, make more of those. Doesn't mean you're abandoning everything else. You're just catering for what people are actively searching for, what people are actively loving right now. Remember, YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. Every time you go into Google and you type a search, you'll see videos come up because it's all linked together. So if that's what's hot right now, absolutely double down on that content. Okay. Let me refresh this a little bit more. Okay. Sarah Dawn says, question, does vidIQ have a described video tool? Right now I'm using UDescribe, but I'd like something a bit more integrated to YouTube. Sorry, Sarah, I don't know what that means. Does it have a describe tool? UDescribe. Sarah, if you can give us more information, I'd love to understand what that actually means. UDescribe. I'm going to write that down. I don't know what that is. UDescribe. Okay. Sorry, Sarah. If you give me more information, I can help you. But I think the answer is no, since I don't know what that means. Okay. Let me refresh. Okay. Magic Roller says, do you like potatoes? Good question, dude. Absolutely. Power to fly. Question, why is vidIQ not recognizing my cards? I have them, but it still says I don't. Yeah, that sounds like a technical thing. Just email support@vidIQ.com. They'll be able to help you out with that. It definitely does because it recognizes my cards, vidIQ cards. A lot of our users that use it, we drag. So maybe something weird or maybe an older version of vidIQ. Just hit up support@vidIQ. They'll sort you out. That's not an issue. Okay, so Dive Inside Tech says... I've had many subs at one time, but then suddenly it stopped. I'm stuck at 91, planning for a special 91, but nothing's happening, especially for 100, but nothing's happening. So remember, YouTube does a lot of cleanups all the time, where they get rid of bots, sub for subs, dead accounts, things of that nature. So it might look nice to have all these sub for subs, which is why we tell you stop doing that. But because at a certain point, they yank those away, and now you feel even more disheartened because now your channel's not growing. Rather focus on your data. So what I would do to get from 91 to 100 is really focus on the videos that you do have. What's working in there? Reshare them. maybe an older video that's not working anymore, redo the title, redo the thumbnail, share it on social media, try to get that push, and then work out which is your next video that's going to be to get you over that mark. You've got this. You've only got a couple to go. This is not so difficult. All you have to do is understand what your audience is telling you. Look at your analytics, look at your data. If you've got the vidIQ tool, just press on the channel audit button. It will tell you which videos to make more of. Just make more of those. Okay, you've got this. Dive inside the tech. Alrighty, let's do some more questions. Okay, refresh. Okay, the refresh is taking a little bit of time for some reason. Right, Dan Got Game says, would you say what would you say is the best tip to get your channel growing consistently? Simple. Make good content people want to watch. It just doesn't get any easier than that. If you make content that people want to watch, those are the content that gets distributed. Forget about thumbnails, forget about titles, forget about tags and all that. Content that is shareable, that is what people want to watch. So good tip is just to make content people want to see. That's it. Amelise Moore says, is it worth doing seasonal Christmas, Halloween content? Yes, absolutely it is. Or can it damage the channel? No, it cannot. You know, those are what we call tentpole events. Those are events that happen every single year. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Halloween, Black Friday, just those events. And every country has them. Your own local holidays, your own local New Year's, your own religious holidays. Those are tentpole events, which means every year they're going to hit. Of course you can make content around those. Halloween's coming up. Halloween's going to be super weird this year because of social distancing and COVID that's going around the world. So you should be able to make content around that. Maybe you built some weird contraption to dispense candy to people coming past your house. You know, make a video about that. How to celebrate Halloween in 2020. That's going to be a good topic to go after. Absolutely, you should go after trending topics. No question. Could it destroy your channel? Probably not. The Dunks Realm says, should I target EST or CST time zone? When should I upload? Look at your analytics. Where are your audience? You could target the exact country by the exact time that your audience happens to be online. It's all in your analytics. My audience is going to be different to your audience. So for me to tell you 9 a.m. CST, that doesn't help you because your audience could all be from Australia and 9 a.m. CST is 4 a.m. in the morning for them or whatever the time zone is. So look at your analytics, look at geography, understand where your audience is coming from, and then that's how you pick the best time. And in fact, YouTube is rolling out a tool that tells you when your audience is online. And of course, if you've got vidIQ, well, it's simple. It just tells you when is the best time to publish. Simply go through the days of the week. Okay, let's do some more questions. Okay, hold on. I need a sip of coffee. If you want to hit the thumbs up button at this stage whilst I awkwardly look at you, probably a good time to do that. Okay, oh, that was good. Right. Let's get some more questions. Dive inside tech. Oh, taking advantage of the situation. I love it. Will selling merch and putting links in the description help when I don't have the requirement? When I don't have the requirements for a merch shelf? Yeah, I mean, people are putting links to their personal blog, to their shop that's maybe not a YouTube recognized shop, but it lives elsewhere on the web. Absolutely, why not? Just tell your audience that that's where it's at, right? Jason Browl Upload has pasted his message 14 times, which is almost awesome. Not really. Can a cappella style music be copyright claimed? Thank you. Yes, I believe it can be. You definitely have to do some more research in there. The whole copyright industry is changing when it comes to YouTube is concerned. So I think that it can. I've seen people do covers and they're okay with it. A cappella, I think, does fall in a certain area, but I couldn't give you the exact advice. Yeah, it would be too irresponsible just to say yes or no. But go do that research. Okay, DCU Studios, over 90% of my traffic is external. Is that damaging? Definitely not damaging. Nothing damages your channel until you get a copyright strike or until YouTube says it's damaging. If you're getting 90% of your traffic from external, why is the external? Do you have a blog and everything's embedded there? Are people finding you in Google search? What a win. That's external, right? Go and understand where that external is. Maybe your Facebook page is driving lots of traffic. Brilliant. Nothing wrong with that. The big thing is that people still think that it's in 2020 that YouTube is out to get you. And if you step out of lines, YouTube's going to cut your channel off. Yes, it will. If you make inappropriate content, goes against YouTube terms of service, if you're going to tell YouTube that it's not made for kids, but it is made for kids, if you're using copyright material, if you're harassing and being a bully online, those will get your channel damaged. Everything else are tools for you to use. YouTube wouldn't want you to use your videos off YouTube. If they didn't, then they wouldn't have an embed code. Okay, let me say that again. The fact that YouTube has made an embed code available, it means it's okay with you to taking your own videos and embedding them on external sites. No problem. Okay, said that backwards, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, oh, by the way, pinned comment right now. If you don't have vidIQ, well, what are you waiting for? 30-day free, you get it. You get access to our training academy, which has got so much information. We talk about gear, we talk about monetization, a whole bunch of stuff, and you get it just because you're a Boost user. So, link is in there, 30-day free. Just go and do it. Magic Roller, is it difficult or easy to become famous on YouTube? Yes. It is easy and it is difficult at the same time. So, I mean, I don't know. And words, dude, words. Blue Planet, I think that's how you say it. I'm now getting views. Okay, cool. Chance for Healthy Hair. I love the name. Okay, I'm getting views to my channels, but not subscribers. What can I change? So you're getting views on your videos, but they're not subscribers. What you need to do is actually tell people to subscribe. What a lot of people do is they wait till the end of the video to say, hey guys, thank you for hanging out here. And if you love this content, don't forget to subscribe. But if you look at your analytics, you know that most people don't make it to the end of your video. What I would I always encourage people to do is somewhere towards the beginning, not right up front, but as you've just given them some piece of good value, you say, hey, and by the way, if you like this tip, hit that subscribe button because I've got more of these coming along. Okay, let's go to tip number 2. So you've already told people to subscribe very, very early on in your video. Also, don't forget, you can do visual cues, like have a little bell notification with a little ding kind of sound, and people remember to go hit that subscribe button. Tell people what to do. Important. Okay, Yesh says, how to keep tutorial videos go viral and make people not skip new parts for more watch time. Tutorials usually don't go viral because tutorials are normally answers to questions. So somebody has a question, how do I do this? You provide a good answer with your tutorial, great. But unless millions of people are looking for the exact same thing at the exact same time, odds of it going viral are not that high. Saying that, when something new is trending, like when Fortnite came out or Call of Duty, PUBG, things of that, people had lots of questions. How do I get this? How do I get that? And those who made very quick tutorials, yes, those went viral. So it's about understanding what people are searching for, what are the trends, and can you make tutorials that answer those questions which are relevant immediately. The cool thing about tutorials is that they're usually evergreen, which means that even after the trend dies down, those videos will still work. So you actually do have a big advantage. It's not about going viral, because going viral, you're going to get that big increase and then a big decrease right at the beginning. But evergreen content might not get you that big increase initially, but it's steady and it builds and builds. And over time, those videos just perform time and time again. On my personal channels, I got a video that is 3 years old and it's still bringing me views, and views means money. So absolutely, I'm not care about that initial hoo-ha kind of big deal of getting those initial views. Do I want them? Absolutely. But longevity, my channel's about longevity. That's what it boils down to. Okay, let's do some more questions. Okay, refresh. Any questions? Oh, we no more questions. Oh, gonna be an easy one. Oh, there's more questions. Okay. Right, Mr. Tuts says, I've changed my contact. Oh, Mr. Tuts, have I lost you? I've changed my contacts and all my followers left. What should I do? Okay, so you've changed your content. Now you've lost followers. Well, why did you change your content? Do you love? Is this what you're going to be doing now on your channel? In which case, carry on, because you'll build up new followers. If you've changed your content just to try something and it's not something you're passionate about, you just did it to get those views and you realize it backfired, then obviously go back to the stuff that was working. I've seen a lot of channels who do a pivot. They were doing one game and then they got to a point they got bored of it, so they moved to another game. Now, will they lose subscribers? Of course, because those people came for game A. Now, they don't really care about game B, so they're going to leave. But it doesn't matter, because that's what the channel was passionate about. That's what the creator was passionate about. If Mr. Tuts, if you're making different types of content because that's what you want your channel to be about, forget the past, focus on building up that channel and getting new followers. No big deal. Okay. Okay, so dive inside. I think we've answered that question. Right, death proof null. Is there a way to see what kind of video trends are trending so we follow suit? Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, if you've got vidIQ, go to the most viewed tab and you literally will tell you which videos are trending by views per hour. In other words, which videos are working right now. Of course, you've got the YouTube trend page. You can go look at YouTube trending. You can do Google searches. You can do YouTube searches, and that will tell you what's actually on the top of that list, and then just make those videos accordingly. All right, let's look at some more questions. Berdalo says, is it okay to do visual commentary instead of verbal? Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people do that, where there's no talking in the video, everything is storytelling. If you're good at doing that storytelling without talking or by having text on the screen, absolutely no reason why you can't do that. No problem at all. Charlie Gaming, can you answer this question? I can. I think I just did. Right, let's refresh. Let's see if we can get some more questions in here. Okay. No more questions? Cool. I think we're good then. All right. I think we're done. Is it okay? Visual commentary. We've answered that question. Dive Inside has asked the same question now 15,000 times. We always love spammers. That's the best. Okay. Oh, right. There we go. Hi-Fi Rishi. Is it better to stick to one topic? Yes. I'm not even reading the rest. When you stick to one topic, okay, actually, wait. Let me read the rest. Even when new topic is getting many views, like you're a gaming channel, when fidget spinners were popular. Yeah. If you're always chasing trends, right? Then you always have to chase trends. So you make fidget spinner videos, then you have to make slime videos, then you make Nintendo DS videos, then you're going to make Zelda videos, then just where do you stop? Right? But then your channel's weird because I don't know what I'm going to get from you. And I don't want to subscribe to that channel because I want to subscribe to one thing. When you are the expert at one thing and you're always going to get the same stuff again and again and again, that's how you grow. Look at vidIQ's channel. We do one thing. We help you with your YouTube journey. Now, it's going to be lots of things within that journey, but it's still YouTube journey. We help you grow. We don't see Rob doing a vlog of him walking daily, or we don't see Dan doing something that's got nothing to do with YouTube. We don't do these channel audits, and we don't do these live training, and all of a sudden we're teaching you, I don't know, how to knit, right? Because that's just weird. vidIQ is known as the channel that helps you grow your YouTube channel. So if you have a question about YouTube, you come to vidIQ. That's what you want for your channel. Now, could you grow if you do lots of things on your channel? Absolutely. It's just going to take a lot longer. That's all. So if that's what you're into, go for it. Carl196, thank you for holding down the fort. Tenebra Gaming, still here, shouting at people not to spam. I appreciate you guys doing that. Zane1287 Gaming says, does collaboration help? Yes and no. And here's what I mean by that. If you're collaborating with a big creator or another creator for the sake of collaboration, it doesn't really work. If you have value to offer that other creator and to their audience, then their audience are going to go, oh, hold on, who is this person? And get head over to your channel. If it's similar content or good content or content they want to see, then yes, of course, that's going to help you. Just by me saying, hey, everybody, go check out Zane's channel. How does that help you? I don't know what you do on your channel. It says gaming. I don't know what kind of gaming. Just telling people to go check out your channel doesn't really do anything. That's not a collaboration. A collaboration is when we work together. So if I want to say, hey, I worked with Zane, we helped him get to 1,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, and here's how we did it. And you know, we do something on your channel and people see that, then maybe they head back over to my channel and they go, oh, well, who's this person helping Zane? And then that's how we grow. But just a shout out, just you may get initial views, you may get initial bump in subscribers, But realistically, unless you're offering value for collaborations, it's something that you shouldn't be doing until you're ready for it. And once you have a good idea with a big creator or a small creator and you guys can offer value to each other, magic happens. But it's got to be about value to their audience. Simple as that. Daniel says, now I want to watch Rob walking around. Don't give him any ideas. He doesn't need more ideas. Okay. Take a breather. Thanks. Oh, Music Hills. Good channel. How do ads work? My channel is about relaxation music, and if I can get monetized, the ads whom I applied for will be about music. Okay. So you're mixing two things. If you're a channel, you're basically saying to, and you've reached the minimum requirement that YouTube needs, you've reached that goal, you're basically saying to YouTube, look, YouTube, please, feel free to put ads on my channel. Give me and thank you very much for sharing the revenue with me as well. I appreciate that. Okay, that's it. That's as much say as you have. You can then go into your system and say, look, I only want to receive ads from these industries or these. I don't want to receive political ads. I don't want to receive ads from whichever industry. You can actually customize that, but that's as much saying as you've got. When you go to the other side of the coin, if you're an advertiser, you then get to choose. You say, hey, I want this ad to appear on these channels. So as long as the two are not in conflict, you can get ads from anywhere. But it's up to you as the channel owner to either accept or accept everything or start really customizing it. By default, it assumes that you're going to accept everything, and you can just go in and change that. Hopefully that answered your question. You don't have to apply for anything. You just have to be part of YouTube's partner program, and then basically ads will start appearing as if by magic. Okay. Let me just do a refresh. Oh, Magdalena Helen, hello. What is up? Okay, Verdalus says, another question. How do you sell merch without 1,000 subscribers? Have them on a website. Have them external to YouTube. You don't have to wait for YouTube. Have them somewhere else. Put a link in your description. Tell your audience that you have merch somewhere, that they've got to click that link, and off they go. That's it. YouTube doesn't restrict you to only sell merch on YouTube via YouTube. I will tell you that when you drive people off YouTube, YouTube kind of doesn't like that, because you've essentially moved people off YouTube, so YouTube's not going to be able to sell more ads. So I wouldn't do that as my first strategy, but if that's the way, I mean, I know lots of people who have courses, or maybe they have merch, and maybe they have a store, an e-commerce store, and they don't care about YouTube ads, they just want to sell more stuff. Absolutely send them over to that, no problem. Okay, Diamond Alignment says, channel I am working on is about technology that is not well known. I don't know how to help people find the videos. The videos all talk about why technology is great and how it works. So you have to find a way to incorporate whatever this new technology is, incorporate that somehow into what's going on in the world, or incorporate somehow into what people are searching, what they care about. So let's assume it's a VPN, just for easy. You don't necessarily have to make a video about the VPN. Obviously, that's your first bit. But once you've done it, maybe you can talk about being safe online during COVID. Maybe you can talk about how to protect your identity. So it's related, but it's not talking about the VPN. And obviously you bring the VPN service in there. So you can find ways to integrate that product or that service into the bigger picture. Go look at what's trending and maybe work that out. So if you can have someone, again, using the VPN example, maybe, I don't know, Starbucks is a big search term. So maybe you can make a video about someone going to Starbucks, firing up their laptop, but instead of just connecting, they're going to use your VPN. Okay, so you're incorporating VPN into a trending topic like Starbucks, and now you're going to get new views. If you keep telling people how good your service is, it's a commercial. It's an ad. We all know ads. We all switch off on ads. We try to skip ads. Don't be that person. Try to work out in a way that's entertaining and people actually want to watch it. Hopefully that helps you, but I don't have much more information from what you've told me. So that's as good as we can get. Okay. Decode. What? Decor. Told you I'm going to mess up names. Decor Dreams by Seema. How to find ranking tags as the ranking blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about tags. You're not looking for tags. You're looking for keywords. Go into YouTube, do a search for those keywords. Those are the keywords that you're interested in. Those are the titles you should be making. Those are the videos you should be making. If you missed that part of the training, I think it's right near the beginning of the training where I show you how to use keyword research with questions and autocomplete to marry up those to your videos. Just by focusing on tags alone isn't going to do anything for your videos. Tags are just not as important as they used to be. IORN underscore minor says 700,000. Woo! Yep, thank you. Yeah, we're pretty proud of that. Okay. Let's do some more questions. Wow, I'm just seeing the same questions being copied and pasted, even though I've answered them already. More questions. Congrats on 7. Yeah, Rhyme of Kershi says thank you. Says congrats on 7K, 700K. Thank you. We appreciate that. Right. Let's do some more questions. No more questions. Oh, okay. Right. Wildly cool. Is it okay to delete videos that has no views? Why would you want to delete a video that has no views? If you already put in the work, you've put in the effort, it's already online, maybe try different things. Change up the thumbnail, change up the title. Also, you never know what's going to hit. I had a video on my channel that was 4 months old before it got picked up by the algorithm. So you just never know. Go and play with the title, go play with the description, go play with the thumbnail, and try give it some new life. Deleting it, you can, I suppose. If it's so off topic, you can delete it. But remember that as soon as you delete it, you're basically you're telling YouTube, look, don't worry about this video, right? It's gone. So even if you let's just say you hit on a topic that's going to be hot in 3 months' time, well, it's too late. It's gone. The video is done. So I don't like deleting things. If you really don't want it to appear on your channel, just mark it as unlisted. But it's up to you. Okay, let's do some more questions. Right, Shadowmatic YT. Is it worth using hashtags? If so, where do I put them? So hashtags are a bit of a hit and miss. So if you do hashtag, so you put them in your description. Let me answer that question quickly. Put them into your description. Now, hashtags can work. I mean, you can see on this one, more subscribers 2020, more views 2020, grow your channel. The reason hashtags can work is when somebody clicks on those hashtags, it's going to show you all the other videos that have got the same hashtag. So we make up our own hashtags because we want our videos to appear. So again, personal example, on my technology channel, I go hashtag the techie guy, right? That's my channel. So on my channel, if you click on that, you're just going to see all my videos. Now, if I've done hashtag Samsung, for example, if somebody clicks on it, they're going to see everybody else's Samsung videos, which means they're not going to watch more of my videos. They're going to watch somebody else's. So is it good? Is it bad? I like to keep people watching as much of my content as possible before they go somewhere else. So hashtags work, yes, but just use them in a way that gets you more traffic, doesn't just send people away to other people. Okay. Let's see some more questions. Dive inside. I think we've answered your question now once, twice. I think we've done that one. Right. Mr. Martat says, can you rely on just ads to make a full-time with YouTube? Absolutely. Absolutely you can. If you're going to get lots of views on your videos, lots of subscribers, and every video is a hit, you can absolutely. I know people firsthand who do nothing else. They don't do brand deals. They don't do nothing else. They just rely on YouTube ads. The mistake is, though, YouTube changes the algorithm, changes their policy. It's their platform. They're entitled to do that. Then what happens to your brand deal? Then what happens to your money? It goes out the window, right? So I always tell people, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So yes, get a full-time income of YouTube ads. What a pleasure. But do brand deals, sell merchandise, find ways to monetize in additional ways. So in case something changes on YouTube, you're not just left high and dry and that's it. Remember, YouTube does us a favor. I know people expect a lot of YouTube and you always kind of moan at YouTube. YouTube doesn't have to share their revenue with you. It's their revenue. It's their platform. We get to use it for free. But they do, and they share it. So if they're going to change the rules, well, what's that going to leave you in case that happens? Can you physically make enough money of YouTube ads? Absolutely. I would encourage doing other sources of revenue at the same time. Okay. So let's do one more question before my voice really gets in. Hold on, I need a sip of this just in case. Okay. All right, no more questions. Okay, that was easy. All right, well, I guess we're done. So, what I will tell you, if you did come at the end and you just came for the Q&A, if you want to get views, want to get subscribers, I would absolutely encourage you to go back to the training. This is why this is available on the replay. This is why I pre-record that section, so that you can go back and you can watch this and really get answers to those specific questions. If I missed your question today, I apologize. There's been lots of them. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, Wednesday. First bit is training, then we go back to live Q&A, and we go do this all over again. So in the meantime, keep safe out there, make content, focus on your own channel, forget everybody else, look at your analytics, take advantage of this free offer. 30 days of vidIQ, link is in the description. It's also stuck in that chat. It's also pinned in that chat. Go and use it for 30 days. Make the month of October the month where you change your channel. Easily, you can do that if you just focus on the stuff that you're doing. Remember, we're working hard on our channels. We might as well work smart at the same time. What vidIQ does is exposes the stuff that you need to be doing and not focusing on the stuff you don't need to be doing. That's what this whole training has been about. Trends, understanding viral, understanding how to do that with your videos, the 3 Ds of YouTube, unlocking that. Once you unlock those, well, that's when magic appears on your channel, and that's when you're ready to rock and roll. Tenebra Gaming, Magdalena Helen, Carl196, Daniel, vidIQ crew that's been monitoring the chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out as always. And as Rob Wilson likes to say, with his 700,000 subscribers on the vidIQ channel, enjoy your video making day. We'll see you next week, guys.